And then they go back to school for some tests, and there's this practice test where the teacher, I think it's All Might, picks certain students so they could race to the finish line, and everyone's thinking, oh, Izuku doesn't have the quirk to finish being first. His powers aren't as like effective as the other guys, but once they start go, like he's able to use full cow and jump into action. I thought that was pretty amazing, and he almost wins, but he slipped on something, and I don't know if he was last, but he was definitely not first, and he was really sad. And then you learn it's the end of the school term, so they got written exam. I think almost everyone passed. Surprisingly, Bakugo was third. I was like, whoa, I think he's third, so high. Like, Izuku was number 4, number 5 was Todoroki. I think Ida was number 2, and Yarozu was number 1. I don't know why I know this detail, but I do. And yes, Bakugo is pretty smart. He's just like really angry, so sometimes you kind of like don't remember how smart he is. Anyways, there's one more exam. It's like a practical exam where you gotta like do some hero actions, and at first like there's this class B guy who's just like teasing them like I know what it is, and then his like class president of class B's like forget it, like knock it off, we're like friendly. And she tells them we're probably gonna do what we did for the entrance exam and fight the robots, but turns out they're fighting the teachers, the pro heroes, and most of the kids like passed the exams, but I think like 4 or 6 of them didn't make it. Oh, they're paired up in 2, so 3 teams didn't make it, and Izuku gets paired up with Bakugo. Most of them gets paired up because their quirks don't work together, but Izuku gets paired up with Bakugo only because they don't work well together. Okay, they're always fighting. Like, Bakugo hates them. They're faced with All Might. He thinks he can beat All Might, but he can't. And then he's like, I'd rather lose than team up with Deku. And then Deku at this point is just pissed off, because at this point he's just running away from All Might. He's like, let's run away. Bakugo's like, I want to beat All Might, but he can't. So he's like, I'd rather lose. So Deku just punches him, and he's like, how can you just say you want to lose? Okay, is it like that hard to team up with me? And I guess something snapped in Bakugo, and he realized like he's got to team up with Deku to win. So I love how they just strategized. There was a surprise attack because All Might didn't think they worked together. So Bakugo was like stalling, and then when All Might got him, like Deku was able to go around and get All Might, and they were able to escape. Because the goal of this is to either escape to, there's this area you could escape to, or you could defeat the pro hero, and they successfully escaped, so they passed the exam. Well, Aizawa at first told them, like, if you want to go to this boot camp training thing, special vacation, I don't know, you have to pass the exam. So all 6 of the people who failed were like, oh, we can't go, we can't go. Turns out they can go, just they have to do like extra studying sessions at night. You'll see later. And so before they go shopping and stuff. And during this time, like, someone was teasing Uraraka about like liking Deku. So she saw Deku, she thought of that moment. And then when it was just her and Deku left, like, she couldn't like take it, and she ran off. And Deku just walking down the street normal, looking for some weights or something, and then oh my gosh, there is this guy talking to him, and it turns out it's Tomura. Tomura with a hoodie without the hand thing, and it's just really creepy. He's like, I'm gonna kill you if you like say a peep, and yeah, if you say anything, I'm gonna like kill the people around him. So for his own safety and for the other people's safety, Deku remained silent. And oh my gosh, when Uraraka she felt bad, so she went looking for Deku. When she found Tomura, he gave the most scariest, I don't know, smile you could ever see, pedophilial smile. Oh my gosh, like, no, okay, that was so creepy. And yeah, she called the police, but Tomura escaped. I thought that was really weird. And they go off to the school trip, and you meet these 4 heroes called the Pussycats, and they're all dressed in these, the 2 girls or 3 girls are okay, but that one guy was kind of freaky. Yeah, and then you go into these woods thing. They thought it would be a nice vacation sort of workout, but no, they're in the woods and there's no like facilities. It's just you and the environment. But the Pussycat doll, Oh, pussycat though. The pussycats, they're able to cook and you get to rest and stuff, so everything is good. And I think right before, remember when Tomura was gonna kill Deku and stuff, he goes back and there's like two new recruits. There's like this mysterious guy and this really creepy girl who can kill people, and they decide to team up. They're gonna do something. So after like training for a while, I'm trying to remember stuff. I feel like I'm forgetting something. On the third day, there's this activity where they have to like go into the woods in pairs and they're gonna walk around in the woods and then they're gonna be surprised by people with quirks. I don't really remember, but during this time, there's this surprise attack by the villains. It's that creepy guy and the girl, and there's like other villains, and oh my gosh, I gotta say, this this part was really, really intense and scary. One of the pussycat has this nephew, and he's kind of like, I hate all of the heroes and quirks because it turns out his parents died as heroes, but he doesn't really understand or acknowledge it, and Deku goes out of his way to try to help him out. And later when this villain attack comes, like the first thing Deku thought is, oh my gosh, the little kid, he's probably like defenseless and stuff, and he goes in and there's this like really muscular guy with this muscle quirk. He was gonna get the kid, and turns out this muscle guy is the guy who killed the little kid's parents, and Deku went all out against him and it didn't work. And then he got like another attack and he went like 100%, and like his arms are kind of broken and stuff. I'm just like, oh my gosh. But the smash, he kind of hurt him, but he was able to regenerate his body or stuff. And then Deku did the thing that impressed me so much. He went 1,000,000% smash. Is that possible? How can you go from 100% breaking all your bodies and then use 1,000,000%? I don't know if that's a typo, but I was like, whoa. And he defeated that thing. That thing couldn't even move, regenerate, anything. And he got the little boy to Aizawa. One of the pussycats have this ability where she can talk to you with her mind. So she let everyone know Aizawa said it was okay to fight. So that muscle guy let Izuku know that one of their goals here is to get Bakugo. Because Tomura was watching the sports festival and he saw that Bakugo has this like anger management thing. So he's like, that's the guy. He can be a villain. I can like brainwash him, you know. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful to saving Bakugo. Like, they were all like teaming up. I love how the story just doesn't focus on Izuku and certain friends. It focuses on everyone, okay? You see Aizawa's battle, the Class B teacher's battle, you see the Pussycats battle, and you see like Tokoyami, like it turns out his quirk, he can't control the shadow at night because that's when it's the strongest. So yeah, they used that to the advantage and like took out some of the villains. And like Yaoyorozu, she made some masks, and some Class B people took out the guy who was making like sleeping poison thing. The other guy was just really clever and got Bakugo. Like they almost got hit. The enemy was able to trap Bakugo, and they were gonna get Tokoyami too, but they got Tokoyami back. But they couldn't get Bakugo because like Bakugo, like he was like, oh, don't come after me, Deku. So he doesn't want to be saved because it looks like you're a weakling, I guess. Because I didn't understand what he meant by that. I thought he was gonna go Sasuke or something. I was like, no. Okay. Turns out it's okay. So Deku's just really pissed off. And even though Recovery Girl tried to like save his arms, like you could see the scars. So it's just reminding him that like, if you keep using this power, like the doctor was telling him, you keep using it, your arms aren't going to be able to move at all after. Like, it's going to be paralyzed, okay? So he's got that warning. He's in the hospital waiting a few days. Like, All Might at this point just can't believe it, and they all had a talk with the teachers at the school, and like the safety of the students is like most important, and they can't guarantee that, so they gotta do something. So All Might grabs all of his pro hero friends and works with the police, and they're gonna have a plan. The police, like, you know, his detective friend told him like they think they found out the hideout of the guy, and it's at this like bar cafe thing. So that's where Tomura and the Kurogiri guy is always at with the laptop sound thing. Yaoyorozu also put this GPS sensor thing on one of the Nomu, so like when the Nomu left, they're able to track the Nomu. She gave the GPS thing to All Might, and All Might's like, thank you. So they got 2 locations to go. At this point, they're at the hospital, and all of the Class A goes to visit Izuku, and Kirishima's like, oh, he heard about the GPS thing. He's gonna ask Yaoyorozu to make another one. And he's like, Todoroki's with me. Are you with me too, Izuku? We're gonna go and save Bakugo. Because I didn't mention this, but Kirishima was in like the extra session because he was one of the students that failed, and since Bakugo is his bro, he's ready to go save him. So he calls Izuku to go, and he's gonna think about it because they're gonna leave tonight. Ida's all like, no, no, no. Like, remember, I wanted revenge at the Hosu place? Like, you guys shouldn't do it, okay? He just gives a warning and they all leave. When it's nighttime, Izuku decides to go. And he teams up with, there's Yaoyorozu, Kirishima, Todoroki, and Tenya. Ida decides to go. At first, he was very objective. He even punched his Deku in the face, like, you know what I've been through, okay? You the one who told me not to do it, not for revenge. But yeah, in this time you're going too. So yeah, when you can say it to other people, but when it's yourself, you can't stop yourself, you know? So he decides to go, and he says if he feels that the danger is at some level, he's gonna stop them. So they go, and they go to the hideout where Nomu is, and their disguises are the best. I love Izuku looks like a Yankee, like a pure gangster. He's pretending to be all gangster-like, but no. They're looking for the Nomu hideout, and like it's like in this cramped, empty warehouse. No one even knows what's going on, but they don't want to make a scene, so they're just like thinking of an attack. But All Might, at this point, he's got the perfect idea. He's got half of his team at the bar place where Tomura is, and half the team, like with the giant girl, Mount Lady, at the Nomu scene. At the villain's place, like, they're hearing about, like, this conference where, like, UA is like, we're sorry about all the trouble we caused. We're gonna put up more security and some safety measures and stuff. So they're thinking, oh, the heroes can't do anything, and they're just laughing, and they're trying to convince Bakugo to join their team. I thought, oh, what if Bakugo like change his team? But no, Bakugo, like, yes, I love that. He was like very insistent on like being a hero. Yeah, and you can even see like he used to idolize All Might, okay? Like now he wants to defeat All Might, but he used to idolize this guy, and you can just see like how strong of his spirit of wanting to be a hero is, and he just wouldn't give up. He's like, no way I'm joining you guys. You guys are... He says a lot of bad words, okay? Oh, do you remember when Bakugo's like brushing his teeth and he's like, I'm killing all the germs? I thought that was his best moment. Anyway, the pro hero All Might and Endeavor and all of them, they jump in and they're all like defeating all the heroes and stuff. I thought it was so amazing, and he can't really save Bakugo because like I forgot one of the villains got him on hold, and then like the sound guy, turns out it's the All for One. He's the guy who he used his quirk to like teleport them all out to the Nomu place, because Kurogiri is like he can't use his quirk. He's like out, so he can't do it, but turns out it's that guy. And everyone just like, they're at this spot, they can't move, but All Might, you know, he has a super fast speed with his quirk. He able to get to the Nomu place really fast. And Mount Lady at this point, she like destroyed that warehouse. The police has got everyone out of the way for both locations, and yeah, everyone is safe. They got the Nomus like closed and stuff, but turns out the All for One guy, what's his name? I don't even know his name. And I didn't even mention this earlier, but All Might was telling Izuku like, be wary, there's a guy named All for One, and he is the original guy who, like, his brother is the One for All, so All for One is able to take anyone's quirk for himself or put it in someone else. So his little brother's got One for All, but everyone thought he was quirkless because you can't use this power unless you have a quirk to pass on. So his power wasn't activated. So All for One guy took someone's quirk that has like stalking power, and he put in his brother, and so his brother One for All has the stalking quirk. That's why you see so many people, like every time it's passed down it gets stronger. So you know Deku is going to get stronger than All Might at some point. It went all the way to Deku, but All Might still has some of the power, and you could see when All Might got to the scene, he just went like full on out with that All for One guy, and you could see at the very last, like the fight was intense. The fight was so intense, and bam, he went you know how he was using like Oklahoma, Ohio, Delaware, Detroit smash? Like he used like the United States of America smash. I was like, oh my god, that was like epic. And during this time he was losing. He was holding on to the little fire of the One for All quirk. And then when he used that United States smash, like bam, it was like, oh my gosh, so epic. And he had to show his true power, like his true self in front of everyone, you know, like paparazzi press is like recording this and everyone saw it. And oh my gosh, it was so intense at that moment. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but like when All Might couldn't go all out earlier because like he was worried about Bakugo, but during this time Izuku and them were able to make a clever plan of like getting Bakugo back, and it was just smart because like Deku knows if he reaches out for Bakugo ain't gonna accept it, but because Kirishima has like this great friendship with Bakugo, like he's willing to go and get him. So like I love that plan. It's just very creative and smart. So everyone's safe, like everyone's watching like All Might go all out, and they're just like, wow, this is his last final moment. And Deku just starts crying. All Might points to the screen like, you're next. Everyone thinks he's talking about the villains, but he's talking about Deku being like, it's your turn now. And Bakugo notices this, okay? He sees like Deku and All Might seems to have some kind of connection, okay? And you're just left with like this like, I don't even know, this sense of so much like stuff going through, and man. And then All for One gets thrown in jail, but he tells All Might something shocking. Okay, you know how All Might's predecessor is someone named Shimura Nana. It turns out she had a son, but the son she kind of left for orphanage or something because she doesn't want the son to go into like pro hero and stuff. So she left the son out, and I guess that son perhaps had a kid, and that kid is Tomura. Just he has a different nickname. Like when Tomura was little, he was left alone and no one went to save him, and so this All for One guy saved him, and now the All for One guy wants Tomura to be the next him or something, his successor. So yeah, All Might is filled with like, oh my gosh, half of it is guilt, like, oh my gosh, I've been fighting my master's grandchild. Like he idolized his master so much. You could see earlier, like he idolized his master, and his master's a female. I thought that was like so interesting. Like we all thought it was a guy, but no, it was a female. It was like awesome. And oh my gosh, just half guilt and half like confusion, like, well, Deku's gonna have to go, or they're gonna have to change Tomura's mind about or something, you know? How are they gonna do it? So it's just like very scary to know what the future is, okay? And then at the last like 2 chapters, like starting the next arc, because they want to create some safety measures. The teachers going to everyone's house to ask the parents for permission to have their kids stay at dorms at the UA. And you know, you see everyone's parents. Well, not everyone, just some. Like Bakugo's parents. Bakugo is exactly like his mom. They're just fighting, and his mom's like, "Yeah, take him." He's like, "This son, like, go ahead. You guys are able to save Bakugo with like no scratches back. Okay, so like I'm in your care. Okay, everything's fine." Last one, Izuku's house, and All Might's like, I'll do it. Aizawa was like all like prim and prep. I forgot to mention this at the conference when he goes to meet everyone's parents. Like he just looks totally different. Okay, so when he's going to Izuku's house, like everything seems fine, and then his mom's like, no, I don't want Izuku to go to UA. I don't want him to like be associated with it. I don't want him to get hurt from this hero work. And Deku just like, I don't know, just shocked and confused and not mad, but just sad, just like emotional. And he just runs out, and his mom just like, I'm sorry, I just don't want him to get hurt. Maybe he can go to like another hero school, but doesn't make sense because like either way, Tomura's still gonna target Deku and he's still gonna get hurt either way. So might as well just go to UA where the best pro heroes are. But I don't think his mom understands how dangerous he is, and she doesn't know Izuku is like the problem of him getting hurt, because they're always telling Izuku to like stay back, but Izuku always wants to jump into battle. Izuku runs to his room. I thought he was like, oh my gosh, like unexpected. He's crying, he's running out of here. But no, he gets this letter that I forgot to mention this, the pussycat nephew guy gave him, and it says like, thank you for like saving me, like you're my hero. And he's showing his mom like, see, someone thinks I'm a hero, okay? And he's able to convince her to like be accepting of him going to Yue's dorm and stuff, and it just leaves off like at a very nice place. No cliffhangers, no like waiting for the next chapter. Like I am, but like it's not like cliffhanger kind of type of thing. And I just thought like everything was able to fit together. I started at like a nice point, okay? Everything, like I'm ready to see the next chapter. Everything fitted. It was like such an amazing journey. I can't believe I finished it in 2 days. I can't wait to see what to expect. How are they gonna fight Tomura? And so excited. So just want to say happy 4th of July. Heard the firework. It was like bam. And getting excited. And I can't wait to see you guys for the chapter 98. Can't wait for that. Peace out.